Alright, it's been about 10 minutes actually. They're done. I'm gonna try one. It's really good. Alright, we're gonna have a good day. I guys took me a video. I'm gonna make cookies. Cookies. If you don't know how to make cookies, or if you don't know how to make pretty much made cookies, we just got these because we're busy. Oh, you're about to figure it out. Especially with not enough butter. Our cheese does that too. So we're just gonna open them. I like to put this in first, get that done over with. Me, weird way, I like to mix it around even though it's already mixed. Just to get it flattened down and everything. So, for this we need 1 stick butter, 1 egg. Hold on, I'll get back. Alright, we're back guys. So I had this, and then I got the egg. These are fresh eggs from our chickens. So it's gonna take, it tastes the exact same pretty much. But first what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna put the butter. We only have half stick, so I will show you guys how to deal with that in a minute. First we wanna put the half stick butter. We wanna put it in the microwave for about 15 seconds probably. So, as you can see, I just put it in the microwave. You can see it's in there. And then, oh, sorry about that. And then you could, as you can see, so I'm gonna do 15 seconds. I'm gonna shut that, I'm gonna start it. Then I'm going to grab, you're gonna want, depending on how much you're gonna want a pan, just like this. This non-stick pan, if any, it's specified than that. This is not a non-stick pan. Alright, so since that doesn't melt, you don't want to put it in the 15 more seconds. Depends on what temperature it's at. Once you do that, you're gonna want to get, let me find it. Should be right up here. Yep. You want to get parchment paper, and you're gonna put the. We're not gonna do this right now, but we're gonna get parchment paper ready. I'll show you guys what we're gonna do with that in a minute. As you can see, this is not fully melted, but pretty much. We don't want it completely melted. We're just gonna dump that right in here. Then, I like to do this so that we don't get any showers in it. I cut the egg right here. Boom. And give me a second, I'm throwing this egg shower. Alright, once you do that, you just put it right in here. So the main thing is, because grab it away. Since this isn't cake, you would want to use batter. I'm just gonna use a fork, and as you can see, what I'm gonna do is I'm first just gonna mix it, look around. I prefer if you do this because it just makes it so it's easier. But as you can see, I'm just gonna kind of get it off the sides, and I'm doing this with one hand, so it's kind of hard. But I'm gonna get off the side and then scoop it in the middle, kinda. And let me do that for a second. As you see, I'm always gonna keep my hand on the bowl so it doesn't move as much. I'm just gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna I scrape the outside. As you can see, I'm just gonna scrape the outside and get it all in. And then, hold on. So once it's like this, since I didn't have enough butter in it, it's gonna work like that a little bit. So before I continue, I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to put it up to about 9.5 cups. One thing you always want to do is, because it's an eye, you have to get down at eye level. You want to check it. So it's about a third of an inch. I mean, a third of a cup. So I'm just going to dump it a little bit in here. Not the full thing. I'm just going to dump a little bit at a time and then mix it. I do that so that if I don't put too much in it, I don't put too less in it. So, now I'm just going to continue. Give me a second. So as you can see, it still looks like that. So I'm going to add a little bit more. Not going to add too much. I'm going to mix it again. You can use any eggs, it's not specific. I just use these eggs because we don't really need any new eggs now because we got those. Be aware, every chicken you get is 1 egg, although in winter they kind of narrow it down a little bit depending on the temperature and the amount of sunlight you get. So for me, I live in Michigan, so they narrowed it down. Not any, like, government. It's just the chickens. So as you can see, this is very surprising. I put just enough in there. It's very hard to get. Just enough in there, but pretty much cleaned everything up. I'm going to keep mixing it, so I'm just going to kind of cut slices in it. The reason I do that is so that you can see it all get spread out. And I'm just going to mix it again. This is so that no powder is left in it at all. Give me 1 second to mix it. Alright, so as you can see, it should be chunky like this. So you should be able to just grab it, and it should be like that. So then we're going to go over, and for the parchment paper, we're just going to get one thing out. Or we're not one thing out, but we're going to get, oh yeah, for us, okay, we have no slices. So we're going to get one thing out. We're going to lay it out. We're going to get another one out. Lay it on this side. So that it looks like this. Once you do that, I'm going to put the parchment paper away. I'll be right back. And then because I'm a little weird, I forgot to preheat the oven, so I'm going to preheat the oven to 25 less than what it says. So this says 375, so I'm going to make it 350. So as you can see, I have it at 350. I'll be able to see that. Now I get this set up. Now I'm going to bring the cookie dough over here. And so, depending on how you want to do it, if you're germophobic, you can always get 2 spoons and just put them together and then sit down. I'm just going to wash my hands and do it by hand, so on. So now I got that done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my fork. I'm going to scoop a little bit out there. Then I'm not going to do anything too much. I'm going to do it like that. I'll roll it up like that. Set it down. That's it. Then I'm just going to repeat that process a few times. Alright guys, we just got the oven beep, and I'm now going to show you what to do now. So first I'm going to move this close away, so I want that to burn. Alright, first I'm going to check the oven. I want to check the racks. I want to make sure that the racks aren't too low, but not too high. That's pretty much about what they're supposed to be. I don't really need to go right now. I'm just putting it in. I'm going to put it sideways, put it on the bottom, slide it in, shut it. And for these, they need to be in for 12 minutes. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to start a timer. $12 minutes. That's it. I'm going to do actually 10 minutes now. And boom, I'm going to leave it. Be back in a minute. I thought I'd say this. For a lot of people that might hate that I'm a male, and I do a lot of cooking. I do a lot of cooking around the house. I do a lot of things around the house, actually. It doesn't matter if you're a male or female. You can cook, you can do anything. I mean, it doesn't matter. Not at all. Also, additionally, I have dogs. They're cute. Alright, I'm pulling them out. Just gonna put on the gloves. Immediately, gonna shut it off. First, I think they're done. Might not be. We're gonna check them by using a thing. Poking them. You can pick them up. Hold up. So, hold on, give me 1 second. Yep, they're done. So they are gonna taste very, they're gonna smell very different coming out. That's only because, due to the fact that we do not have as much butter, they're not gonna smell the exact same. They will taste pretty much the exact same. They might taste a little bit liquidy, but not much. You won't even be able to tell the difference. I'm gonna say that. I'm just gonna keep putting these on. Hold on. So if you guys can't see me, well, I don't know if that's not okay. I don't know if this stuff is blocking the camera. Alright, so now that I'm done, I'm gonna grab these 2 sheets and put them away. So we do with them, I'm gonna leave this here to cool down because that's steaming hot, and that's what they're cooking now. I'm gonna give those probably 5 minutes cool down, then I'll show you guys in a minute. Alright, it just went off after 2 minutes. As you can see, it's gonna be very hot, so I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna see that those are done. Give me a second. Alright, there was just a beep. You can see it's going off. They are not done. I'm gonna leave it in for an extra 2 minutes. Oh, I didn't mean to turn that up. So I'm gonna leave it in for about 2 more minutes, and when the timer goes off, I will check again. Midway checkup, about 6 minutes. This is how they're looking. This is okay. It doesn't matter what they look like as long as they're looking to the point where they don't burn or anything. And now let them continue. Alright, so now I'm done. What I did is I just kind of rinsed off the batter on my hands. So now we're done. Give me a second to set this down and I'll show you what it looks like. Right now it looks like this. Very basic. So I like putting those of 3 for my pan. It can fit it. So for this, I will wash this off later, don't worry. I'm just setting it in there for a second. Same with this. As you can see, we barely use all of that water. So I'll be back when this is preheated. And I'll give me some time.